Good morning, YouTube. It is 5 in the morning. We're opening up the gym again. I have an upper day today, but the weights probably are going to be a little lighter than usual because I am peaking for a mock meet, which I have in about less than 3 weeks, which I'm very excited for. And so only working up to about RPE 8 this week. So intensity is going to be going up. The weights will be getting heavier as I peak, and the volume is going to be going down. So only working up to, I believe, a heavy set of 2 today, and then later in the week I work up to a heavy set of 1. And these are RPE 8s. Next week is RPE 9s, and then the final week is pretty much deloading and actually a lot of cardio, which I don't do often, but gonna peek into this mock meet, very excited. Here's the pre-workout meal. We have some water with flavoring, some caffeinated coffee, and some oatmeal with protein, and I put Fiber One on top because I'm not squatting or deadlifting today. This knocks out my fiber really quick, and it's actually really good because Fiber One tastes awful on its own. So try this out if you need to get fiber in your diet. Alright, so I have a confession. I am not the best bencher. By far out of the big three, bench is my worst. But this is typically because I'm on the taller side at 6'2", so I have a long range of motion. Although there are plenty of people that, despite this being tall, they have 405 plus benches. But that's not me yet, but one day. And so typically us taller lifters, we have long arms also, which helps for our leverages for deadlifts. So what we miss on bench, we typically make up there. But besides that, about to go head out, get this workout in. So I'm gonna take you along with me, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so here we are warming up for bench. You'll see my foot positioning is pretty strange today. I had it in my mind because on one side I got some constructive criticism, which is always welcome for me, on my foot positioning, so I was trying some new things. So you'll see it change throughout the workout.
Clean diet, void of all added sugars and rich in fruits and vegetables is going to help you. It's paramount to maintaining and retain an aesthetic physique. So limit your added sugars. Clean, stay dirty.
So that's me taking again another shot at the concept of clean eating as I eat my intra-workout Starburst, which again I strongly recommend for anyone during mid-workout because they are individually wrapped. But yeah, you can have candy, whatever you want, as long as you get your micronutrients in and hit your amount of calories throughout the day. That's what's gonna, total calories will determine what your body composition goes up or down. But here's my heaviest set with 2 at 285 pounds. They moved okay, I guess.
Okay, so that was mildly dumb. The goal was an 8. I think that was pretty safe to say a 9. I think I had one left, but 8.5 would be kind of a stretch. So sorry, Elish, but it moved pretty well, so I'm pretty happy about that. And so now we're gonna do back off sets. I have a prescribed weight, which is 275 for 4 sets of 3, so let's get it.
Okay, here's my first back off set with 275 pounds. Again, I want to talk again about my foot placement. I was experimenting with different things today. I'm also thinking about switching into squatting shoes for this, even though it takes some time right before the workout, switching my shoes every time. That's one thing I could find getting annoying, but it would be really good because the soles on squat shoes are so hard that it would stay on the floor no matter what. Like sometimes I push, as you can see, with the side of my foot closer to us, so maybe the farther side may appear to come up even though my foot is just pushing on the edge, but squat shoes will hide this, which would be definitely welcomed because you will get red lighted in the USAPL if any portion of your, I guess, shoe sole will come up. So squat shoes will help hide that for me. But that was my first Spotto press with I worked up to 285 pounds. I was doing sets of 3. A Spotto press is where it's like a pause bench, but you pause a few inches above your chest. So these are a nice way to change things up, and they're pretty fun. And I've made some, I guess, bench gains since I've implemented them, and I guess in any case it's fun to change up workouts every once in a while. So here's our last set. Things went pretty well. So I just did 2 sets of back lifts with the Spotto press, and here I am getting started on the no back seated dumbbell presses, and here's one of the first times I actually had trouble getting it up, and then I mouthed the word up in hopes of remotivating myself. And I did 2 sets of 5 with the 70s on here, and that first mess up was just me having trouble not getting a good breath to brace my core. And this exercise helps you work on your breathing techniques and core bracing, which will definitely carry over to your bench, squat, and deadlift in a meet. So try those out if you haven't. Here are some seal rows. I did 4 sets of 6 with the 95s.
and you can call these seal rows, or I actually found them from Brandon Campbell, so some refer to it as Campbell rows. I like this movement, even though the range of motion isn't the most out of your chest supported rows, but it's a good workout. And that guy walked in front of my camera. But thank you for listening to the commentary.
Alright, done my workout. Workout was a success. Heading out to my 8:40 class is another reason why I trained so early. So good workout, happy with the way things went. Peaking is a little different. I guess only 4 exercises with very low volume, so it's different. But I hope I can put up some big numbers in the future. Also, big announcement. I'm actually going to be competing at collegiate regionals on February 14th, Valentine's Day, and this is in 3 weeks. I was pretty much, the Rutgers team will be competing there, but I was going to just come watch Saturday and then come to the gym here on Sunday and just do my mock meet. But then I finally thought, I don't know why it took me so long, why not just compete at regionals and do a real meet and not just a mock meet? Because in my opinion, I want to get better in competition than just hit gym PRs. So that's my plan for the future. Hopefully all goes to plan, all goes well. We'll see how this peak goes. Alright, so anyway, that's the video. Thank you again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.